Stay tuned. Band in Seattle starts right now. Hi, welcome to Band in Seattle. I'm Xander, your host. Band in Seattle features up-and-coming bands from all over, hoping for their break on the national stage. Tonight we have two great bands, Gunn and Furniture Girls, here in our studio, ready to share their music and their stories. We'll be right back with the pure hard rock of Gunn.
Place they call Alki. Strut my stuff, try to float my mediocrity. My hair was so black, and my tattoos so bright. And my age never got the best of me. Goes to Christmas past his golly. She cradles me as a folly. All the love I was missing, with all the girls I was kissing. Now I'm all alone at Christmas.
Hi, my name's Tommy McMullen. I'm the lead vocalist and one of the guitar players of the band Gunn. And this is my work truck. I work for the National Barricade Company here in Seattle, Washington. Alone at Christmas. I always wanted to have a Christmas song. You get older and you have some regrets and you look back and figure that you didn't do what you always wanted to do or with the person you always wanted to be with, perhaps. And now I feel like I'm giving back more to the world and trying to find that one, I guess, and not die alone. I started out playing guitar when I was probably about 8 years old. I was a lefty back then. My mom was in country bands, played in little bars my whole life, and I was setting up her PAs and such at 12, 13 years old. And then I think I saw Kiss in 1975 at the Paramount. I was a kid and I wanted to be a guitar player, and I talked her into buying me a guitar, and I switched over to right-handed. And then subsequently, my first band at 17 years old was with my mom playing in a country band, myself and two other cats. And we were too young to play in bars, so she'd kind of sneak us in. We started wearing cowboy hats because people were trying to beat us up. And then if you wore a cowboy hat in those days, you were a good old boy. Even because we had long hair down to our asses. I mean, we were just 17. We didn't know any better. So we thought we were living the life.
There goes another one again. So many, can't remember when I ever felt this good. About a girl who thought I could. That's what's your face, what's your name? All the pills and all that stupid games. Still drinking from a golden cup. Don't be fast, spit it up now. There she goes, walking out the door. Her way, for all I know, she carried all the load.
Stuck with all the blame. You know, at the end of everything, it seems like you're holding the bag, and there's all this baggage that's behind you, and that other person has none. And you're like, what the hell happened?
It's never you, it's always really me.
Cody has got fire in him that he's always had. He's the first guy to point out what's right or wrong in the band. Even though he might be right or wrong, it doesn't matter. But he's always on it in that sense. He wants to be a rock star. You know, he was born to do it.
Hi, I'm Cody Black. I play drums for Gunn, and this is where I make my living. I'm a sauté chef. My folks were young when they had me. My mom's a drummer, my dad's a bass player, and pretty much from the day I can remember, I grew up going to bed at night, listening to rock and roll being blared from the basement while they were playing, late into the night. I think when I was about 2 years old, I really picked up the drumsticks. Actually, they tell stories about when I was younger and I'd line up big number 10 cans, similar to what we have in the restaurant, and I'd just be wailing away on them in the kitchen while my mom was cooking dinner or something, and got my first drum set when I was 6, I believe. broke that thing within a couple of weeks, got another drum set that was of actual quality, and the rest is history. I mean, I just been playing ever since. Play Me is the title track of the record, and it's a super sad song. I mean, we call it one of our tear-jerking songs. There's some days when Tommy and I get done playing that and we look over at each other and, you know, we'll have tears in our eyes. It's a powerful song.
Jesus Christ, baby, what's so wrong with you? You love me and you need me, and I ain't bulletproof. Never take the time to ease on my little no regret. The fire dug us both.
It's furious, it's happy, it's sad, it's colorful. It's definitely one of my favorite songs by all means to play on the album. I love it.
Band in Seattle will be right back with more of Gunn.
I'm Charlie Beck, guitarist for Gunn, and I'm also a land surveyor for the city of Seattle. My take on Sunrise in California is it reflects Tommy's experiences with the music business.
But it's kind of about the record weasels. They dangle a carrot at you, you know, the golden ring, and it was basically how it's very bright when you're there and you're being wined and dined, and boy, everything's great, and everything's gravy till that one fateful day.
This job in particular, I'm working for the city, they're very much into arts, and they're reasonably supportive of there's a lot of artists that work for the city and surprisingly for government jobs.
I've been cooking almost as long as I've been playing the drums. My owners are 100% supportive. They know that when I'm here, and I'm here to work, and I work my butt off for them. And I have really, really awesome bosses, and when I have a show, they know. I mean, I give them about a month's notice. I say, this is the list of what's going on to play rock and roll, and when I come back, then I'm here, and I'll do my best for you guys.
We don't try to do shows on weeknights, primarily because of trying to get up in the morning is tough. You know, I don't get out of a bar till 1 to 2 a.m. It doesn't matter if I went on at 9. It doesn't, you know, somehow you're sucked into the world and you can't get out.
Pain in the Money is the title track of the new record, and it's a super sad song, and I don't really know exactly 100% of what it's about. Gunner kind of reaches into his bag of tricks, and you know, all of our songs are about life, pain, struggle, joy, so it kind of feeds into that, fits in there a lot.
Did you ever cry alone in the dark on Sundays till you got to God and prayed for some changes? 20 soon as next Monday you survived another week. Our loneliness is sweet. All alone, we never get out. All alone, we all got down.
I think it's great. I actually think that the Seattle situation's coming back around. Look at LA. LA's had kind of scattered like it is. You know, New York's always had great stuff, but mostly in the late 70s is where they came out of New York. You know, I hear there's stuff going on in Dallas a little bit with the music scene and also Memphis. But I'm sitting down for the Seattle, I'm a Seattle guy all the way.
Level of talent on a day-to-day basis in any club in Seattle is off the charts, which is a gift and a curse. You know, there's lots of places that have music 7 days a week, and the amount of talent that's there is really good, but there's so much that it just almost gets diluted, it almost gets watered down a little bit.
It needs a little work. It's hard to get from the next tier, one tier of clubs to the next tier. Like to get from Slims to Numos seems like a giant chasm.
There's a lot of good talent here, a lot of good talent. And a lot of them are my friends, thank God. And they inspire me to do better. You have to raise your game. There's an old adage that when you play pool, you're only as good as the pool player you're playing. And sometimes You bounce ideas, you get ideas from other bands, not steal from them, but you see how good they are and you go, I want to be that good. And you have to go work for it.
Alone at Christmas, a lot of people can identify with it. It's a great song, and it's almost a Christmas carol. I mean, really. I'm just looking at this ferry right over there, and you know, back in the old days in Seattle, we used to have super ferry parties where the bands would actually play on there, and we'd get all of our friends to go on there one way or the other and have large amounts of refreshments and rock and roll. It was a lot of fun. I bet some of these people remember that. Brings back good memories, though. What a beautiful city.
Next up on Band in Seattle are the lush, soaring vocals and original electro rock of Furniture Girls. Stay tuned.
Have you ever seen a ghost that's still alive? But that cuts like a mirror and I have to hide. With face like angel suicide. But she won't let go and she'll never fight. Down for the light. The chill runs down my spine as the vapor rushes by. She turns to me and smiles, and I wonder if this time could be goodbye for the last time. Tell me what will happen to this.
The name Furniture Girls is kind of an obscure reference to the movie Soylent Green. If you see the opening sequence of the movie, Charlton Heston comes in, he interviews all the girls that are around the apartment, and there's the one lead girl, Cheryl, and all he says to her is, "You furniture?" and she just nods. That's the only reference in the actual movie to the name.
Kiss her for me, if you see her, oh, oh. When I walk alone, I don't look down. I have learned they're watching from all around. And she's too smart to pick up with her. But the halo slips.
Music was always kind of an outlet. High school was not awesome, and I had music to kind of fall back on. And it wasn't until I was 22 when I saw a band, a friend's band, and they had a guest vocalist up on stage. And I kind of sat there in the audience thinking, well, I could do better than that. And so I approached the band afterwards and pretty much said that, and they had me try out, and then I wound up singing with them.
In the waking hours, flooded and in gray light, fearful and fragile once again fails to fight. The surge of anguish feeling in the deepest holes. And pain sweat over so the
Broken Jester I wrote on a morning when we had a show in the evening and I was particularly depressed and not really wanting to play a show that night.
Broken Jester is one of these songs where if you listen to the words in there, it'll bring you to tears. Here's this person who's creating for you, you know, putting out there for you. And who's there for her?
Now don't it make you feel alright? We play and you dance and your worries fade away tonight. We had but we fake it and nothing's fixed, but it's cool. Just let it stay broken for now. You're better than us fools.
You can have the worst day of your life. You know, you can be as sick as a dog, you can be angry at everyone, and you can go and get behind a drum set. You can translate that emotion into something wonderful. We're all rhythm players in the sense that we all have a job and it's stacking layers on top of each other. But on top of all that is Stacy. All of us are replaceable except for her. I mean, kind of replaceable, but she could never be replaced. You know, she is the band.
As I was sitting out on my balcony in Ballard at the time, a ladybug landed on me, and that kind of made the song take on that personification.
Like a ghost, I go unnoticed by most, and though some feel me near, they can make out what I need, and then I cannot appear. And for I sometimes do, I fell right into you. You didn't brush me off. You called me luck and I'll fly away. I always do, but not before I bring a thought to you. Heart showing speed and say, I see red, and I don't feel mad at all, and I don't feel sad at all.
Band in Seattle will be right back with more of Furniture Girls.
Well, you better watch your back. For the lies you told, they might come back to haunt you. I've seen you watching me when you think no one else can see. Believe me, I've watched you. To know, I know a place where we can.
When I met Stacy is when I started getting back into playing. I had a good job being an IT guy, bounced around to different companies, which is very common in that industry. You know, during that time, I made some wise choices. I was able to buy a house and, you know, kind of, you know, set myself up. But there was always something missing, and it was music.
My day job is a graphic designer. I do websites. Sometimes I work on contract for big companies like Amazon or Microsoft. I've sort of set myself up so I can balance that need to have a day job with, you know, the needs of the band and having a career in music. Music is kind of where my soul is. I mean, that's how I find my happiness.
Well, I work here at a legal messenger courier company. I am a desk jockey, data monkey, that kind of thing. It works really well for me because my boss is awesome in terms of allowing me the flexibility that I need to be able to do this.
In the music scene, I will get called in to do soundtracks or to play drums on people's records. I also am a contract scuba diver. You know, that actually is pretty lucrative and it's extremely flexible. So if I do have a gig, you know, I can walk away from the scuba diving.
For his next victim.
Shiftless was one of these great pieces that Jim completely composed and I wrote to it, and it just had this very kind of Jack the Ripper creepy vibe to it.
White spats walk fast down dark and tough days. A nice cape, nice hat, the little duffies. Drugs and wine and dine, oh, ain't we lucky? We're feeling fine, why would we worry? Step inside my shiny car. I love you for just who you are.
The large majority is Jim and Stacy, whether it be Stacy with her phone singing a melody and giving that to Jim, and then Jim fleshing out all the parts behind it, or Jim having, you know, some music, and then Stacy working with that.
Building the song from scratch is just kind of like, you start out with a bunch of weird sounds, and then you hand it off to the band, and we turn it into a rock song. It doesn't start out that way.
I'm really old-fashioned. I have an app on my phone that's like a handheld recorder, and I use that a lot just to get ideas down. But in terms of actually writing, book and a pen. so that I can scratch stuff out and keep going. I'd actually feel constricted with a laptop or anything like that.
How it feels to have much and still need more.
Kill Baby Kill is another one of the pieces that Jim composed that I wrote to. Same thing, I listened to the music and I just thought, well, this is clearly about zombies.
And it didn't leave much time to plan or think.
I wish we would have done this song and had it ready to go before The Walking Dead came out, because we could have made $1 million getting a license to them.
Up on everything we'd need to get by. And so many of us left, we know.
Well, it's not the 80s anymore, you know? I mean, back then, there were record labels who would sign hot messes just because they were interesting to look at. And again, there's so many people that can make music now. The industry doesn't want to see a hot mess. They want to see somebody who's going to be able to make them money and work. So, and there's, you know, there's just not that opportunity anymore for somebody to say, hey, you're talented enough. Do you want to go on the road? That doesn't happen. You have to work hard and you have to make it happen yourself.
When the hit's on you, you kill, baby, kill.
Thanks for watching Band in Seattle. To see all of the concerts filmed in our studios, go to our webpage, bandinseattle.com. Next week, we return with Cracker Factory and Something in the Trees for more great music and great stories on Band in Seattle.